welcome back to Tribute Tuesday. My name is Jeff Cozy. If you don't know what Tribute Tuesday is, it gives me the opportunity to share lessons and stories of people that are important to me and how they made a difference. This week I'll be talking about my buddy, Dan Erickson. If you don't know who he is, or even if you do, he's just kind of got that surplus of energy, never stops going. He's got that drive and competitive spirit to him, and he just thrives on the seek for adventure and anything that produces adrenaline. He's also one of those guys that you might see on like those funny YouTube clips where people fail and get hurt in very peculiar ways. So remember this, Dan? Anyway, I've known Dan since about middle school, and even though he's got that energetic, chipper personality to him, he's got this hard wiring to him to where he's going to exceed and excel in anything that he chooses to do. He's the kind of guy that if you found out about his personal standards, like his diet and his fitness, for example, it'll make you feel like you suck. But all seriousness aside, he does make you feel like you can be better, and that's one thing I really appreciate about Dan. He's just quite the comedic jokester, and we have quite the history. Dan and I were roommates throughout our college years, and we certainly had our fair share of no good shenanigans like every college kid, I would imagine. But after graduation, Dan enlisted into the military and he went off to boot camp. And while he was there, he actually wrote me a handwritten note updating me on his experience and how is it going down there. And frankly, I was extremely shocked that I even got a letter from him in the first place. It's like a 2 to 3 page letter. It was very elaborate, and he went on to a lot of details about his experience, how physically demanding it is, mentally exhausting. And as he was talking about his experience and building this up, I was becoming more and more concerned as the more and more dramatic it got. Towards the end of that letter, he was actually explaining how he got seriously injured or he fell or something. I don't remember exactly what it was. He kept writing, and then he emptied a couple spaces in the letter, and then he said, "Ha! I gotcha." Yeah, then he proceeded to tell me that he was doing just fine and he was handling it like a champ. And I was like, yeah, that's Dan all right. Should have known. After thinking more about him and all the memories and stories and things that we share together and how he always lightens the mood with what he does, one of the things he had taught me was just that, is just not to take things too seriously and, don't be too hard on my own personal mistakes that I make, and just to learn to laugh at myself and enjoy the process. That's one thing that Dan does really well. I appreciate your service in the military, but more importantly, outside of that, man, I just want to thank you for being a good friend throughout all of these years together. What a better way to say thank you and give you an actual proper send-off for your upcoming deployment to Africa than to put together a silly little video like this. Thanks for watching this week's Tribute Tuesday. We'll be sure to catch you guys on the next one.